We'll call a meeting to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Tom, take the roll call, please.
Mayor King.
Present.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Present.
Councilmember Waller.
Present.
Baskin.
Present.
Postma.
Present.
Helly.
Present.
Fisher.
Present.
We have a quorum, Your Honor.
Very good. Thanks, Tom. Looking for item number 1, a motion for the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Under item number 2 is a motion approving our minutes from our May 5th, 2025 and our May 12th, 2025 meeting.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Under item number 3 is recognitions and awards. We have the Buddy Poppy proclamation, and I will read it. Whereas the annual distribution of Buddy Poppies by the Veterans of Foreign Wars of the United States has been officially recognized and endorsed by governmental leaders since 1922, and whereas VFW Buddy Poppies are assembled by disabled veterans, and the proceeds of this worthy fundraising campaign are used exclusively for the benefit of disabled and needy veterans and the widows and orphans of deceased veterans. And whereas the basic purpose of the annual distribution of Buddy Poppies by the Veterans of Foreign Wars is eloquently reflected in the desire to honor the dead by helping the living. Now therefore, I, Stephen M. King, Mayor of the City of Austin, Minnesota, do hereby proclaim May 23rd and 24th, 2025 as Buddy Poppy Days. And I urge all patriotic citizens to wear a Buddy Poppy as mute evidence of our gratitude to the men and women of this country who have risked their lives in defense of the freedoms which we continue to enjoy as American citizens. And I'd like to present this to Scott Weekman. If you want to come forward, please, Scott.
Hey.
You want to do pictures now?
Pass them around. Oh, great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I didn't have enough room. But you can get like the VFW high fee or
Walmart.
It's special.
reference.
Running. We'll cover up the
Thank you. Support staff. Yeah, thank you all. This is a good thing. Like Steve was saying, this goes into our relief fund, it's called, and that's used exclusively for veterans, their families, widows and orphans, and then support within Moore County and Austin. So it stays local, most of it, but some we do give to the national. So thank you, we appreciate it. Hope we'll see you with all your poppies.
All right, thanks, Scotty.
Thank you.
All right, under item number 4, a motion for the consent agenda.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Under petitions and requests, we have item number 5 is a resolution approving the 2024 audit report. Tom.
As was presented at the last work session by the auditors, Craig Popenhagen from Clifton Larson Allen, they gave us, again, an unqualified or clean bill of health. Our unassigned fund balance ended up at 56% at year end. But again, we transferred $1.4 million out at the beginning of this year for trees and the police vehicle. So we should be down again below 50%. Our expenditures for the general fund ended up at 96% of budget, with the difference being unspent capital and police officer vacancies, and our revenues came in at 101, so right on budget as proposed. A big thanks to our staff, especially Kim, Melissa, and Michael. They handle literally hundreds of thousands of lines of data each year. But also a big thanks to the employees and the department heads for watching over everything. We don't pass an audit without everybody following your guys' policies and procedures, so we appreciate the support.
Very good. Thank you, Tom. Thank you for everyone on there, the work with this, making this audit shine. So with that, looking for a resolution for item number 5.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Tom.
Councilmember Waller.
Aye.
Baskin.
Aye.
Postma.
Aye.
Helly.
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Good job, everyone. Aye.
Resolution passes 6-0, Your Honor.
Thank you, Tom. Item number 6 is a resolution approving the wastewater treatment plant 6-month extension agreement. Stephen.
Our current 30-year agreement with Hormel Foods to accept wastewater discharge from the Hormel production plant is set to expire on May 31st of 2025. We've been in conversations with them about extension or renewal of this agreement, but it's not finalized and we're not ready to bring it back to council or to their folks for approval yet either. So what we're asking for tonight is just a temporary 6-month extension to the existing agreement. All the same terms would apply. It's just a 6-month extension to November 30th of 2025 or until the parties enter into a new wastewater treatment agreement, whichever occurs first. So this just buys us some more time to finalize the necessary and get the necessary approvals. So we would request council approval of this.
Thank you, Stephen. Council, any questions, Mr. Lang, on this? Looking for a resolution.
So moved.
Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Waller,
Aye.
Baskin,
Abstain.
Postma,
Aye.
Helly,
Aye.
Fisher,
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 5-0 with 1 abstaining, Your Honor.
Thank you, Tom. Item number 7 is a resolution declaring the structure at 104 3rd Avenue Southeast as hazardous. Need a resolution?
So moved. Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Waller,
Aye.
Baskin,
Aye.
Postma,
Aye.
Helly,
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 6-0, Your Honor.
Thank you, Tom. Similarly, item number 8 is a resolution declaring the structure at 808 9th Street Southeast as hazardous. Need a resolution?
So moved. Second.
Tom?
Councilmember Waller,
Aye.
Baskin,
Aye.
Postma,
Aye.
Helly,
Aye.
Fisher.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Austin.
Aye.
Resolution passes 6-0, Your Honor.
Item number 9 is a motion granting the Planning and Zoning Department the power to contract for the removal of junk and/or illegally stored vehicles at the following location. 9A, the residence is 1010 2nd Avenue Southwest, the Dornick property. Need a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries. Item number 9 listed as A, but I'm sure it's 9B. Address is 307 2nd Street Southeast, the Moctezuma property. Need a motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That motion also carries. Are there any citizens in the audience wishing to address the council on items that weren't on the agenda? Seeing none, hearing none. Reports and recommendations. Ed?
I have nothing, but Jason, Stephen, and Julie have items.
Wow. That's a lot. Who wants to go first, Jason, Stephen, or Julie? Okay, Julie.
All right, well, I passed out our 2024 annual report summary from the library. Minnesota Public Libraries are required by law to submit annual reports to the Minnesota Department of Education. The data is submitted to the Institute of Museum and Library Services for its public libraries in the United States survey. So what we do then is that report is 30 or 40 pages long, and it's really hard to interpret without all of the corresponding computer information that explains what all the numbers mean. So we've been doing this infographic. A few things I just wanted to highlight. Again, libraries build communities. In 2024, our library visits increased 21% over 2023. Our meeting room use, which makes sense, we added a couple new study spaces in the library in 2023. And in 2024, we had a 90% increase over 2023. Those rooms got used 2,248 times. And then another interesting data point was that our registered card holders, we had an increase of over 940 new registered card holders at the library last year. So just a little bit of information there for you. And if you do want access to the full report, I can get that to you.
Thank you, Julie. Jason?
Honorable Mayor and Council, want to remind everybody, so two things. One, the Austin Municipal Pool opens 2 weeks from tomorrow. We'll remind everybody to let their friends and neighbors know we are still looking for some lifeguards. We have partnered with the YMCA, and we are going to offer a class, I think June 2nd, 3rd, 4th. More information will come out probably tomorrow. Anybody's interested in acquiring the lifeguard training, they can reach out to me, call the Parks and Recreation office, and we can get that information out there. And the other thing, just a reminder, we do have scheduled for Saturday, June 7th, a park board the June meeting is actually going to be a park tour, and the park board wanted to invite city council, so I did send an email out. I've heard back from a few of you. A few of you are probably looking at your schedules still. So just want to remind you, June 7th is a Saturday. We'll meet at 10 o'clock at the Nature Center, 10 to 12, and then we'll go back inside the Nature Center for about a half hour for some Q&A, but invite you to attend if you would like. And if you have questions about it, let me know as well. That's all I had.
Very good. Thank you, Jason. Stephen? Oh,
I thought you wanted it. No?
we can
Okay.
Regarding the
close.
National Public Works Week?
I thought
Oh.
maybe that's what you might have wanted
That-
to say, but Mayor's going to cover it
Yeah,
too.
yeah. cover it too.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
Okay, thank you. Very good. Thank you for the segue, Stephen. We are honoring a couple of our departments in different national weeks. So last week, we didn't meet, but last week was National Police Week, and so I will read that one first. Last week, from May 11th to 17, communities across the nation observed National Police Week, a time to honor the service and sacrifice of law enforcement officers, those who gave their lives in the line of duty, and those who continue to serve with courage, compassion, and dedication every day. National Police Week is a time of remembrance and reflection. Through memorial services held throughout the country, Americans came together to pay tribute to the fallen, support their families and colleagues, and express deep gratitude for the continued commitment of those who wear the badge. Here in Austin, the mission of our police department is clear: to safeguard the life, property, and rights of our diverse community. This is not just a statement, it is a guiding principle that informs the work of every officer every day. Our officers do not serve alone. They work in partnership with the very community they protect, with professionalism, integrity, and respect. They help ensure a safe environment for all who call Austin home. So today we pause to say thank you. Thank you to those we have lost in the line of duty. Your legacies will not be forgotten. And thank you to those who continue to serve, the men and women of the Austin Police Department who respond to every call with dedication and heart. Your service does not go unnoticed, and your sacrifice will never be taken for granted. We see you, we stand with you, and we honor you now and always. Thank you for the Austin Police Department honoring them National Police Week. Also, now this week, recognizing the National Public Works Week from May 18th to May 24th, 2025. This week, we proudly celebrate National Public Works Week and recognize the hard work, dedication, and behind-the-scenes excellence of our 56 Public Works employees. These men and women serve as the backbone of our city's infrastructure and daily operations, working across multiple departments to keep our community safe and functional. From the roads we drive on to the wastewater we create, to the buildings and facilities we rely on, Public Works is there, making sure it all functions as intended. Our Public Works team includes staff from a wide range of specialized areas: engineering department, planning, zoning, building, and rental departments, street department, central garage and mechanics, sewer maintenance department, wastewater treatment plant, arena and building maintenance, sign department, transfer station, street lighting, and airport. The scope of their responsibility is truly impressive. Maintenance of 122.5 miles of roadway, operation of 10 snowplow routes, maintenance of 100 blocks of roadway each year, including seal coating, crack sealing, asphalt patching, and alley resurfacing, reconstruction of 25 to 30 blocks of street per year, oversight of 120 miles of sanitary sewer with 25% of mains cleaned annually, management of 2,500 manhole structures and 9,000 service connections, operation of our wastewater treatment facility, the city's most valuable asset, at $175 million, which treats 6 million gallons of wastewater daily, maintenance of 15 miles of pedestrian trails, and oversight of 2.5 miles of flood mitigation walls and earthen levees. As we take time to acknowledge Public Works Week, let us recognize not only the scale of the work being done, but the dedication of the people doing it. Their commitment to safety, service, and stewardship is what keeps our city running smooth and strong every single day. Thank you, City of Austin Public Works employees, for your incredible service to the community and the residents of Austin. And I understand there's going to be a pizza party out at the shop here this week, so well done. And thank you to both departments, the Public Works and as well as the police. We cannot do it without you. Cannot have a functioning city, no doubt. So thank you. On to City Council comments. Paul?
Just to thank all the department heads and Tom on the fabulous audit this year. Thank you.
Thanks, Paul. Laura?
I want to say thank you to Varin Van Vugt and her whole team at Parenting Resource Center for Taste of Nations. It was another great event, and I happen to know the heavy load it is to plan an outdoor event any time of the year in Minnesota. So really love seeing the community there, and also had some delicious food from the food trucks. Fourth Avenue Fest is coming up on June 4th. There will be live music. JoJo Green is the headliner on the live stage. There's also open swim at the pool. The WOW Mobile Metal Lab will be back with metal art making. And lots of other fun things. So be sure to get out to Horace Austin Park between the library and the pool on June 4th. And then finally, the Southeast Minnesota Arts Council is doing a grant workshop at the Artwork Center on June 5th. Malheur County and Austin organizations do very well at accessing those grant funds for arts and culture activities, but individual artists in our county do not do particularly well. And so just from a point of pride, I'd love to see more of those grant funds flowing in. So if you know of any artists, that would include musicians, theater arts, writers, visual artists, anything along that line, encourage them to go check out the grant workshop June 5th at the Artwork Center. Thanks.
Good. Thanks, Laura. Jeff?
Yeah, the library board met last week. Some of the highlights of the meeting were the ILS migration occurred during the week of April 28th. Public won't notice most of the changes, which were more behind the scenes in nature. Went through mostly well for the library. They received another grant for Millie the Mill Pond Monster Project. This one will pay for the signage, landing, etc. Kudos to Julie and the library staff for securing grants while engaging the community to support this community art and learning opportunity. And the summer reading program kicks off June 2nd with a foam party and food. The information and calendars have gone out to the public.
Thanks, Jeff.
The highlights of the annual report, which Julie handed out earlier, so that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Posty?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Jay?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Becky?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Very good. All right, thank you. In addition to reading those statements on the National Public Works Week, I want to thank Stephen and Holly for going along on a field trip with me today. I know it's sometimes unusual to get out of the office, but I like these field trips. I've taken playing with Craig, and I've also taken recently with Jason Sehan. I just think that you get the, there's a lot that goes into that, and I think there's a lot of feedback that we would get by being in person rather than through an email. So appreciate your willingness to jump in the truck and go to my field trip with me today. Also, Sunday, yesterday, I had the occasion to be in church service where there was a baptism going on too, and there was a medical emergency right in front of me, and called 911 and helped what I could during this church service going on, and wanted to send a appreciation to Tim Hansen and Tim Olson from the fire department, and I think it was Aaron Yanger responded from the PD along with the EMTs from Mayo, but to their deft touch of helping with that medical during the middle of a church service was unusual, but they did a fantastic job, and I was able to see it firsthand. So their response time was great. Their response to this woman was great. So I really appreciate that, the services that you guys provide. So thank you.
The fire department has all the best Tims.
They do. As I introduced this woman, she was just coming back, and I said, "This is Tim Olson," and then right behind him was Tim Hansen, and I said, "This is also Tim," and Tim Olson said, "The better looking Tim." Nice to have a sense of humor and those kind of things. So appreciate all the work that every department does, but just happened to highlight that yesterday, so thank you. With that, looking for a motion to adjourn to Monday, June 2nd.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned to, we'll take a 5-minute break to the work session. Thank you.